insecure.
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to MsMojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times MCU heroines went beast mode.
Cause I got a few moves I know you'll like.
That thing was squeezing my brain.
For this list, we're looking at the best action scenes featuring heroic women throughout Marvel's live-action movies. We're not including anything from the TV shows or outside the MCU. And sorry, Hella, we are only considering heroines. Also, because a lot of these cool moments are part of big plot points in the movies, a spoiler alert is now in effect. So, what's your favorite time an MCU heroine went beast mode? Let us know in the comments. All right, let's get to it. Number 10. Black Widow breaks enemies while breaking free. The Avengers.
We need you to come in.
Are you kidding? I'm working.
This takes precedence.
I'm in the middle of an interrogation. This moron is giving me everything.
Over the course of one movie, Black Widow beats a brainwashed Avenger and does whatever it takes to get an Infinity Stone near the top of a building. She also manages to deceive the God of Mischief himself.
You brought the monster.
So, Banner, that's your play.
What?
But her most impressive feat happens during the interrogation scene. While Black Widow is tied to a chair, she's told that Hawkeye is in trouble.
Barton's been compromised.
Let me put you on hold.
She doesn't even take the time to untie herself before she starts attacking her three enemies. By the time Black Widow's brutal fight scene is over, she's free from her restraints and all her captors are down for the count. Imagine how much worse it could have been for the bad guys if her hands had been free from the start. Number 9. Wasp shuts down Sonny's men. Ant-Man and the Wasp. The only way Hope could save her mother was by buying a special piece of technology from criminal Sonny Birch.
Listen, Sonny, this is gonna be so much easier on everybody if you just give me that component.
After he attempts to double-cross her and run with the money, she changes into her Wasp suit. Hope takes down a few of Sonny's armed men before they even know what's happening. She takes full advantage of her suit's shrinking ability and wings by dodging projectiles with agility and grace. And just to balance out her beatdown, she embiggens herself and a salt shaker to get the drop on enemies. Not a single one of Sonny's men is left standing at the end of the scene. They really should not have gotten in between Hope and her mom. Number 8. OKOYE overwhelms KLAUE'S bodyguards. Black Panther.
Claw, +8.
General.
In position to secure our exit.
While OKOYE is on a mission to catch Klaue, her cover gets blown by his guards. She doesn't hesitate to take them down. OKOYE opens up the fight by hilariously using her wig as a projectile and getting serious with her vibranium spear. None of the guards have any chance of keeping up with her speed and combat skills. When we last see OKOYE in this impressive casino clash, she's fearlessly leaping off a balcony to continue the fight. Her determination and focus in this exhilarating scene are a perfect demonstration of how dangerous this general is. OKOYE is so fierce that even rhinos wouldn't dare attack her. Number 7. Pepper puts Killian down. Iron Man 3.
Now this is live. I'm not sure if you can tell, but at this moment the body is trying to decide whether to accept Extremis or just give up.
After Aldrich Killian injects Pepper with the experimental Extremis virus, she is nearly crushed by rubble and falls from a great height. But thanks to the serum and strong will, she survives to get revenge. Pepper uses her newfound strength to hit Killian with a strong piece of metal.
I am the Mandarin!
She takes a quick break from fighting him to leap into the air and disable an Iron Man suit. Once Pepper's back on the ground, she uses a couple of nearby weapons to trigger an explosion that Killian couldn't recover from. The villain thought he was hurting a helpless bystander, but Pepper proved that she is no damsel in distress in this stunning action scene.
You just scared the devil out of me. I thought you were.
I was dead. Why? Because I fell 200 feet? Who's the hot mess now?
Number 6. The Ancient One schools the Zealots. Doctor Strange.
Master Caecilius, that ritual will bring you only sorrow.
It looked like the Ancient One was outnumbered when she had to fight a dozen Zealots. But it turns out they were all outmatched. After quickly dispatching 2 of them with a couple of magical moves, the Ancient One takes the fight to the rest. She uses a flurry of spells and hand-to-hand combat to keep the Zealots at bay without taking a single hit. The Ancient One also manipulates their surroundings to throw them off balance and constantly keep the upper hand. In the end, Caecilius and the remaining Zealots retreat instead of facing her head-on. It was clear that all of them together were not a match for the powerful Sorcerer Supreme.
Measure your next words very carefully, Doctor.
Because you might not like them.
Because you may not know of what you speak.
Number 5. A trio of heroines fights Proxima Midnight. Avengers Infinity War.
He'll die alone, as will you. She's not alone.
Early into Infinity War, we meet Proxima Midnight, an alien tough enough to fight Scarlet Witch solo. But her strength isn't enough to intimidate OKOYE or Black Widow. The 2 Avengers team up to fight Proxima Midnight in the middle of Wakanda. Although the alien is incredibly strong, Black Widow and OKOYE keep up with their foe with excellent teamwork. Their determination and grit bring enough time for Scarlet Witch to recover and finish the fight. Knowing that this was the first time this trio of women ever fought side by side made their triumph over Proxima Midnight even more impressive.
Why was she up there all this time?
Number 4. The women of the Avengers assemble. Avengers Endgame.
Hey, Peter Parker. You got something for me?
During Endgame's climactic battle, Captain Marvel needs to get the Infinity Stones through an army. A bunch of her female allies quickly show up to help.
I don't know how you're gonna get it through all of that.
Don't worry.
She's got help.
Although it's a bit convenient that they were in the same place at once, the epic scene that follows makes up for it. After OKOYE puts a spear in the powerful alien Corvus Glaive, Wanda and Valkyrie take down a huge Chitauri Leviathan. Captain Marvel flies through an army of creatures like they were made out of paper. And Wasp, Shuri, and Pepper Potts knock Thanos flat on his butt with a combined attack. Hopefully this isn't the last time we see a group of women from the Avengers wrecking enemies together.
Come on. We can stop him.
Number 3. Black Widow wrecks a hallway of enemies. Iron Man 2.
And you tell me who's behind this. Who's behind this?
Ivan Vanko.
Where is he?
He's at my facility.
Before Black Widow got into her signature jumpsuit, she showed how quickly she could take an opponent down in a boxing ring.
Rule number 1, never take your eye off your opponent.
Oh my God!
She uses those fighting skills and more to defeat a hallway full of Hammer Industries security guards. Black Widow overpowers every single opponent that comes her way. The security guards either fall victim to her gadgets or her bare hands. And despite their best efforts, she is so agile and good at reading her opponents that they never lay a hand on her. Only Black Widow could turn a melee against a hallway of goons into a hilariously one-sided fight.
You got your best friend back.
Thank you very much, Agent Romanoff.
Number 2. Scarlet Witch nearly decimates Thanos. Avengers Endgame. Scarlet Witch has a habit of delivering devastating blows to big bads. She ripped out the robotic Ultron's core when he was in his strongest body. But that was nothing compared to what she did to Thanos. When Wanda encounters 2014 Thanos, she decides to get revenge for what his 2018 counterpart did.
You took everything from me.
I don't even know who you are.
You will.
She relentlessly attacks him before breaking his sword. Since that weapon broke Captain America's shield, Wanda's attack must have been incredibly powerful. Thanos gets so scared of what she'll do next that he fires missiles on himself and his troops just to stop Wanda from attacking.
Rain fire! But sire, our troops, just do it!
If Thanos hadn't gotten so desperate, Wanda might have sent him to his grave before Tony did.
She could have taken out Thanos on her own if he hadn't initiated a blitz. I mean, nobody else came close.
I can only imagine what we're going to see next from the ladies of the MCU, but it will undoubtedly be amazing and badass. So, what could possibly top this list? Let's look through some honorable mentions and then we will name our top beast mode moment involving an MCU heroine.
Black Widow fights RUMLOW'S men. Captain America Civil War. Black Widow fights HYDRA agents while camouflaged. Captain America the Winter Soldier.
I'm sorry.
Nebula ambushes Gamora. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Valkyrie takes out enemy ships. Thor Ragnarok. Mantis puts Ego the Living Planet to sleep. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Captain Marvel crushes KREE soldiers. Captain Marvel.
I've been fighting with one arm tied behind my back. But what happens when I'm finally set free?
We thought we saw Captain Marvel go beast mode when she fought a bunch of Skrulls with her hands bound. However, she shattered our expectations when her full power was unlocked. After quickly teaching herself to fly, Carol stops a missile from hitting Earth by herself. She then flies up into space and destroys a bunch of small enemy ships with ease.
That's impossible. C-53 doesn't have a defense system advanced enough to destroy our warheads.
That's not their defense system, Ronan.
Although she gets hit a couple of times, she gets back up and wrecks giant warships by flying straight through them. Ronan the Accuser is so shook by her display of her power that he doesn't even bother trying to counterattack. He immediately crosses the galaxy to try to get away from the truly awesome might of Captain Marvel.
I'm sending you with a message. Tell the Supreme Intelligence that I'm coming to end it. The war, the lies, all of it.
You can't do this.
So do you agree that Captain Marvel's show of force is the top beast mode moment for an MCU heroine? Let us know in the comments, or come tell me on Twitter or Instagram at Rebecca Brayton, or on my YouTube channel. See ya!